Today's question is, what if you mess up your neck when you sit on your couch? This is an important question for many of you who want to relax on their couch, and I'm not sure that there's one single magic solution, but I'm going to do my best to approach something. Welcome, I'm Olivier Girard, ergonomist, posture therapist, author of the Posture Manual, and creator of 3 online posture programs. Let's first try and understand the maybe 3 big reasons why you mess up your neck. I think reason number 1 is, what happens in your lower neck here, which is that. When do you do this? Well, either because you relax your neck on your phone when you're on the couch, or because for one reason or another, the spine is like this, whilst the head goes the other way around. So here, typically, you see that my spine goes back, and my line of sight isn't at 90 degrees from my back. Therefore, here, the 7th vertebrae pops out, which is a sign of this. Often, the mess in your neck will be linked with the fact that you have no headrest, and therefore nothing supports your head, and you have to keep it forward. The other reason will be what we said on the line of sight, i.e. I have a headrest, but my TV or my guests are here, so. Second reason why you mess up your neck, well, here we're talking about the first cervical vertebrae. You see, if the line of sight goes naturally downwards, and I try to look horizontally forward, here there's a hyperextension in the upper neck, and this one will be more linked to headaches and so on. The typical thing that you will do when you do this is rest on your forearms. So that's typically the type of posture watching the TV, for example, where I mess up my neck. And the last reason is because you try to, avoid all this, hence you think it's better to lie down, but then your TV is somewhere on the side, like here, and you see that your neck is completely rotated, so if you go up, it comes down to something like this. The neck goes in rotation, and you see the shoulder can move upwards, like I was here, for example. Not saying it's a completely natural position that I would take, but many do that. So now, how do you resolve this mess? I think it's important in this video to recognize that you will be able to relax on your couch depending on what we call relax. I mean, here I'm going to talk about watching TV, which is a visual task. Of course, it's easier if I just need to listen to music. What's most difficult is when I need my hands and my eyes. CF, the video which I've published a few weeks ago on how to use the smartphone. Everything that I've explained with the challenges of using a smartphone is of course valid on the couch also. But bear in mind that the more you need and your eyes and your hands, the more you create for yourself a complex situation. If I just want to listen to music or take a nap, look at the position. This works perfectly fine. This is a good way to relax on my couch. But now, if in this position I want to watch the TV, which is where my cam is, there I have a problem which is called neck rotation. If I just add the TV, things get more complex. Number 1, you need to make sure that there will be a continuity between the angle of your back and the angle of your neck, i.e. that you will look at 90 degrees from your back. And to sustain this over time, we need somehow to protect the pelvis from rotating, otherwise the neck will follow, and you see here the combo of lower neck plus upper neck, which is called forward head posture. And to protect this, there's no magic. You need to block your pelvis, and blocking your pelvis is putting all the cushions you need to support it. Okay? The problem of most couches today is that they are both too low and too deep, and that makes it super difficult on many of them to find this posture more or less. But you can play around the problem by using, for example, the corner like this, and you see, trying to hold your back like that. Again, I'm not saying that this is excellent because I'm not too happy with what's happening in my hip joints right now. Plus, there's a risk that I go like this. But say it's less bad than being here. So step one is define your visual target. Draw a line from the visual target to you. Take a 90-degree from this line that you just drew, and that should be your spine. Step two, once you have drawn this right angle, you block the pelvis. In some cases, although it's not ideal, you can have a curved shape of your spine, but then you need to support it everywhere with cushions so that it's round, but not round and compressed by the muscle strain needed to hold your body. Round without muscle compression is okay. Round with muscle compression is not okay. So in this case, as you can see on the picture here, we really support the spine from the top of the cervical to the pelvis with cushions. I needed 9 cushions to help this patient. All in all, bear in mind that relaxing is a subjective concept. It depends what you put behind there. But if you don't need anything, no eyes, no hands, it will be easier to find a position than if you need your eyes, i.e. watch TV, or even much more easier than if you need your eyes and your hands. So if you don't want to have neck pain, well, the best strategy is to make your job easy by having a simple concept of relaxation. And if you really want to make your life complex, well, then it can suppose to have accessories such as phone holders or things like this that will put the screen in a position which is comfortable for you. But again, I don't really advise you to go down this route because, yeah, it's going to always be less optimum.